Very interesting.
And he can also like kind of become a hard carrier as well.
You can.
Yeah, especially with the Maelstrom buff, you farm a lot faster now.
Maelstrom farming speed allows you to do that. You can itemize correctly to be a true position 1 here.
It's hard though. Like I'm a bit afraid for their lanes. Like Void Spirit gets crushed by TA, and Troll crushes Night Stalker as well.
That's 2 out of 3 lanes, and Weaver Winter Wyvern versus Bat. I mean, Weaver should do well on paper, but it's not necessarily a wash for him, right? Like you should farm well, but it doesn't mean that you're going to dominate that lane like it means for Troll. I don't see what happens on that lane for Troll to lose. Like Troll versus Tusk Night Stalker.
Maybe like tower dive and then like one guy TP's in or something.
That said, last game with the TV and the Undying, we weren't really expecting that to go the way it did either. So, you know, upsets do happen. Guys, I'm going to ask quickly for your predictions for this second game, as we're all 1 out of 1 so far.
You want to go first?
I can go first. I'm going to go with VG simply because like both of their winning conditions are just going to snowball too hard in my opinion, and it's going to be hard to stop. They're going to get a free Roche. I don't think they can really stop that, and then it's going to go ahead with that.
I was a believer in first game, I really was. It didn't work out for LBZS. This second game, I favor Vici Gaming heavily.
I'm going to break the mold. I like these. I like the Night Stalker pick. I think LBZS have some good things going for them. So I'm going to put my money on LBZS. But that's what we think. That's our predictions, guys. We're going to throw it over to the casters. Enjoy game number 2 of Vici Gaming versus LBZS.
Thank you very much, Nomad Lacoste. It was the upset that almost was. 38,000 net worth lead. Can they do it again? Can they finish this time?
Yeah, I mean, this is something that's going to affect him for sure. I mean, this is also a team that doesn't, you know, have much experience besides playing online. So it gets into their heads for sure. So this second game might be a stomp, I would say, you know, considering how they drafted. They have a greedy lineup. I would say I think Troll should have like a pretty easy time where he, you know, plays into Night Stalker and the Tusk. He's also playing with the Oracle. I just don't see them, you know, losing this lane. It starts with the nighttime. Yeah, that's fine during the before the horn, but then it's a daytime. I don't think you put any pressure. Like every single time you get close, you're just gonna get harassed. Night Stalker, you know, don't get me wrong, he's a good hero after, you know, so he can cut into backlines, find Oracle. That Silence gonna get so much value, but I'm afraid about the laning stage for LBZS.
Do you think that their game relies heavily on that first nighttime? Like, if it doesn't go well, Vici start to get out of control? Because TA is one of those heroes. Like, you give TA a couple of, you know, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, all of a sudden the game could be there for TA, and everything's a problem afterwards.
I wouldn't say it's about Night Stalker this game. It's more about Void Spirit making the rotations. Also, this is the lane that he should not win against the Templar Assassin. So once again, they're playing with a handicap. Bottom lane should be fine. Like Weaver, I think this hero is going to be really popular, especially in this kind of like matchups where, you know, she... I call it she because of the like Dota 1 days, and I have this mentality. Batrider is going to drop top. Like she spawned birds to spiders, so, you know,
now who wants
that's how it works.
So already first blood there for LBZS, a good start to kill off Old 11. But is this the wise move for Vici? They've made this swap. They've thrown Erica in the bottom lane. They've got the Batrider top. Like, even though he gives up first blood, is this the matchups you want?
I think I can get it. I can get behind it, where they still are gonna win this lane with Troll against Weaver, and they just wanted to give Batrider a better lane where he, you know, doesn't get to play Dota when he's playing into Weaver. Pretty tough matchup. You don't get the value from the hero in the laning stage.
Now, Void Spirit getting low over mid. Ori looking for a shot to get the kill, but won't finish it off.
So Batrider already TP top after that first blood, which means that they can adjust lanes. So they're gonna have to stick with this, at least for a while.
Very interested to see how Ori does on this mid TA. Considering this is his most played professional hero, you know, he goes out of control with this hero quite a bit.
It's a tough matchup, definitely, for Void Spirit. already putting so much pressure on him. He doesn't have way of like removing the refraction. Yes, you have some damage reduction.
Shards again up towards top. Old 11 in trouble. Sent out the Swarm and Shukuchi. It's going to be enough. MS goes under the tower, taking a lot of damage though.
Oh, that's Sal from
And the
Tusk.
South.
Power shot, not gonna cancel it.
South. Close though. Fortune's End. And Zhaofu trying to help out the Night Stalker. Who comes in, but the Centaur helping out a little bit for Vici. Soul Up Irving. Just don't have the damage yet. Zhaofu continuing to throw what he can to help keep this Night Stalker alive.
I like what LBZS is doing. Like they pushed Weaver to the top lane, and they paired him up with Tusk. So they have much more kill potential. 11 once again in trouble.
Power shot comes through, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough damage. Old 11 with the Firefly, burning out Cat-Yu, getting under the tower, trying to take off the Swarm, surviving with just a minuscule amount of health. Meanwhile, Cat-Yu's going to lose that Courier. Cat-Yu with 5 stacks, but not falling.
To go back to my point, like pairing up Weaver with Tusk gives them much more kill potential, and having Wyvern instead of Tusk with the Night Stalker also put a bit of pressure on a Tusk, considering Wyvern is a range hero, and it gives Night Stalker a better time. So, I mean, once the nighttime falls,
Again.
it's-
Shukuchi to right under him. They have the Sentry, so
yeah,
cut the vision. But that's an aggressive play to make with that little amount of health left on you. And Irving getting chased, Erica trying to get the kill. He's voided up. He won't go under the tower, or at least he won't commit under the tower.
I think during the nighttime, Troll will need to switch the lanes. Like, he won't be able to play near the tower during the nighttime, because Night Stalker will have this long lane to work with.
Double damage bottled up for X. That holds Ori from grabbing a double damage himself. He doesn't have a bottle at the moment. Going a bottle at all, going right in the boots. So it should be what? Treads, Deso, Blink, or is he going to go Blink before Deso, you think, for TA?
Here, I think he'll get more value out of Deso. Like, just straight up damage. I mean, Blink is also fine. I think you need to be like a TA player to actually feel it. Aggressive move on Night Stalker bottom. Root Frost is slow. No, there's another Root.
Root, Irving, Purifying Flames comes in. DY with the very often seen Oracle lasted on a kill. Especially in the lanes. Once you get that Purifying Flames up, level 2, level 3.
Like,
Save your course.
Young 11, he has 2 deaths, maybe 3 right now, because he's dropping very low and there's no counterplay to this, but he's still sitting at 30 CS, while Weaver has 13, so that's a pretty big deal. Let's check the net worth difference.
It's surprisingly close. He's
It's
only
close,
behind
yeah,
by
so
80 gold.
Batrider's not really losing out that much.
And Troll going down bottom with this double damage. They made the move.
This is exactly what I talked about. It's nighttime. Troll can't stay bottom. I think he needed to make rotations straight away, and I don't think he goes back to the bottom lane. Someone else needs to be there.
Do they make the swap though?
Because you're level 4, you don't have ulti up, and there's gonna be another move on you. So he TP's back to bottom. Let's see how that's gonna work out. Because Night Stalker is level 5, has phase boot, so ton of move speed. He just needs one extra hero with the Night Stalker to be able to kill the Troll.
Yeah. And it looks like they already want to play aggressive once again. They pick up the smoke on Tusk. We'll see where they go with that smoke. However, MS, only level 5, in some trouble, throws out the Swarm, goes into the Shukuchi, burning alive. Power shot misses. However,
He
back
goes
into
back.
the Firefly.
I mean, I don't think he would be able to get out anyway, but he goes out with a style.
Style points there. Not worth any XP or gold, but still style points.
He earned my respect, that's for sure. Going back to the fire.
So TA, Ori has queued up the Deso first. We'll see how quickly he can get into it.
No, just straight up damage feels much better, and it also opens up an earlier Roche, which you have, especially if you bring like Troll, possibly a Batrider. So right now, DY playing defensively, staying behind the Troll.
Bringing 3 heroes top. Trying to make a move here. They've got the Void Spirit, the Weaver, as well as the Tusk. Certainly enough to jump down past the Tier 1 tower and potentially get Old 11 again. But Old 11 playing pretty conservatively under the Tier 1 tower. He's got more net worth than the Void Spirit and the Weaver, despite the fact that he's died 3 times.
Most of the people who are watching are like, yeah, Young 11, he's feeding, but it's tactical feeding. You know, he's also giving so much space to Troll to be able
Shackle
to...
and the power shot with Lasso MS.
Did not want to risk it, you know. I'll just secure the kill with that Lasso. And now they're putting the pressure on the bottom lane.
Bring over Zhao Fu. Irving comes in. Goes after Erica, but really no worse for wear. As well as the fact that Ori's kind of down here. Throws down a trap. Cat, you get some vision. I don't think they really want to make the jump onto the TA. That could turn poor and go real sour.
So, I mean, they can get away with Troll still being on the bottom lane if they protect them. With Oracle, they set up one trap just to slow them down, and lane is back to the tower. Talking about the Aghanim Scepters, like the reworks, Troll, I believe that's one of the best ones. Like, Ricky's and Troll's is pretty insane. Like, Troll gets a 4-second dispel with 25 mana. You can dispel yourself with the melee ones, and you can dispel enemies with the ranged axes. So
in the jungle, PYW got the snowball, shards land. Another kill there for the Void Spirit.
Of your life led without doubt to this.
And
usually
is also rotated.
I've seen like Trolls getting a farming item before getting that. So like Battle Fury into Ags is I'm not gonna say a standard build because we didn't play too many games in this patch, but this is something that I've seen, you know, just watching the pro players play the pub games.
Does he double back for that Battle Fury? Or is he going Ags into completely something else?
I think it's just going to be Ags here, because he doesn't necessarily need to be like the real damage dealer. I'll hold that thought, top lane.
And the Fortune Zank, good flame break. Cat Yu getting bounced back. He'll end up dead. MS trying to make something happen. Old 11 does have a lasso available. You want to be a little bit careful. Weaver has died a couple times over committing.
Now, to go back to the talk about Troll's itemization, you have Templar Assassin, who's going for a Deso, so you're definitely not going to lack damage, and it's going to be much easier for you to be able to like dispel things. Even though there aren't too many good spells to dispel. What are you going to dispel? Like, you can't dispel Tag Team, you can't dispel Swarm, you can't dispel Arctic Burn, you can dispel like Crippling Fear. I believe that's the interaction for like 0.1 second, and be able to use ulti if needed. And yeah, so not much value on the dispelling things on yourself.
Do you think, seeing that, he might have wanted to go for the Battle Fury first?
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about the Ags, it doesn't feel like that great of an idea.
Lasso bottom on the Winter Wyvern. Zhao Fu getting low, nobody coming over to rotate. They're taking a tier 1 top while this is going on. So they'll finish off the tower. They've got the siege creep to do so.
Tower is under attack.
And there it goes.
Dire's courier has been killed. Dire's top tower has fallen.
I mean, he still has time to switch to like Yasha into BKB if he wants to, because yeah, I mean, you can. What are you gonna dispel on them? Like you can dispel what? Void Spirit's Resonant Pulse. That's it. Rest is not dispellable.
We'll see if he commits, because he's
Radiant's
just
bottom
holding on to the
tower
Blade of
is under
Alacrity and
attack.
1,300 gold at the moment. Meanwhile, TA has the Dessa. Just has to get that second Mithril Hammer delivered. 12 minutes in. 3K lead for Vici. This is something we talked about, I think, more so off-screen, was just how many times do you see a comeback like the one we saw in Game 1? Hold that thought. Shackle, power shot, Irving in trouble. Winter's Curse to keep Irving alive. See if they can commit everything to get the kill, and easily do with the Walrus Punch. Snowball over to DY. Erica trying to help out. The Astral Step going in deep, looking for PYW as well as Erica. They'll go for the Troll. They're in under the tier 2 tower. PYW ends up dying to Irving, but can Ori turn this around at all? Cold Embrace, they've got the Dust. They'll get the kill onto Cat U. Aether Remnant locked in is DY. Falling is DY. MS gets the kill. They go after Erica, who pops the ult, trying to survive. There's no mana left for the TA. Erica just getting kited around, and now he's under the tier 2 tower and dead. Goes really well for LBZS, and they are continuing to stay under the tier 2. They need to get these heroes out. Lose the Void Spirit. Jiaofu trying to smoke and leave. Not sure he's going to be able to do so. Power shot lands. They've got the trap, and Jiaofu will fall to Old 11. Now MS. Old 11, he doesn't have a blink dagger, so he can't blink on top, but
This was their timing. Like, you have a nighttime, you want to play aggressive. These heroes are very hard to catch. Like, you have Beaver, limited control on Vici Gaming, like Troll and TA. They don't provide any kind of stun or silence. Like Night Stalker plus a Void Spirit, also very elusive.
On a Cat U, Snowball to survive, going towards Old 11. So that's near PYW, who times the power shot on the Snowball. Shackle hits onto the Weaver. Old 11 surrounded by 4 heroes, but they've got the TA coming over. How much do they want to commit? They've got the Winter's Curse once again. They get the kill on Old 11. They throw the silence out, but Irving is in a bit far. Traps getting popped all over the place. The Melt Strike. Nice Cold Embrace. Shackle lands though on MS, and he can't get away. They lose 3 heroes going for Old 11. Not a good trade.
Holding him in game with some sick shackles. And to go back to the talk about the itemization on Troll, really glad he did not go for that. Aghanim Scepter actually went for Yasha and has a BKB queued up, because in theory, yes, most of the time that item feels really good, but after the discussion that we had, it doesn't really feel like you're gonna get much value out of it.
Thanks.
Man, TA, Ori's about to have Blink. Look at his net worth. He's so far ahead.
There's just some big numbers.
Void thrown out. How much do they want to commit? Snowball all the way to Old 11. I don't want to
got the high
for Ori, but Old 11 gets away for the moment. However, the Aether Remnant's there, but the False Promise comes in from DY. Another save for this Oracle as they'll turn this around onto the Void Spirit. They've got the Shackle, the Land of Fortunes, and the damage is there. Erica gets credit for it. And another gank gone wrong for LBZS, now down 6K.
Tier 1 tower. They already killed it, and they're holding their tier 1 tower mid. Pretty healthy, so next time they get a kill or 2, they can easily transition that into Roche. TA with the Deso, plus Vendranger. If she decides to put a point in a Focus Fire, like, should just be enough damage. Right now they're chasing it, even though it's a nighttime.
Winter's Curse, but not going to save Jiaofu. And you able to walk away.
Seems like there's some beef between Old 11 and Winter Wyvern, where he is just using ulti every single time on him.
Yeah, and only one has led to Old 11 dying.
Under attack.
Beaver's got that Maelstrom going Lincoln's next up against this lasso of the Bat Rider. Fine DY. Crippling Fear, he is silenced, doesn't have a False Promise, but he does have a Disarm. The Void is used, but is it worth your life, Irving, to go for the Oracle? No. Doesn't look to be so. And, well, Erica now grabbing another kill as he comes around to help.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So taking the tier 2 bottom, they get themselves the outpost at 17 minutes.
Not too bad. You know, they are controlling the map with the traps, a lot of sentries, but only one observer board. Clear the
Lasso.
outpost. There's the
On
lasso.
to MS. The damage is there. The kill comes forth, and they're gonna look for Cat U. Flame Break and the shards kind of lead to a weird bounce for the Tusk, but dead nonetheless. There's 2 heroes dead on LBZS.
Tusk try to go for a play, get the snowball and get the Weaver in just for like half a second to be able to use the time lapse, but not a good angle.
TA queues up the shard.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
I talked how Troll and TA, like 2 cores, don't provide any kind of silence, so right now with the trap, when you buy the shard, you can do it. When it's full duration, it's 3 seconds silence. That's not a joke, B-Cup.
Yeah, that's a long silence, and he's thinking about it. He's got the gold to commit. Just, you know, the timing's not right. He's a little early.
Now, he has too much farm. That's the only problem.
They'll go here for the Void Spirit, Old 11, with another kill there onto the Void Spirit. This is a little bit more of what we were expecting from Vici against LBZ.
I was like, yeah, I mean, it's a nighttime, so he should be able to buy a shard, but Night Stalker messing up with the night-day timer. Let's go. Tier 1 tower, gone.
As well.
Right now, they're just snowballing, playing so aggressively, controlling the map. I feel like if they want to take a fight right now, like they should, because like Night Stalker is tanky, it's nighttime, so they should be able to take a fight. They still have, what, 1 minute and 10 seconds, plus 30 seconds from Dark Ascension, so almost 2 full minutes to do something.
Lasso on the Winter Wyvern. They want to fight without the Winter's Curse being a problem. Doesn't have buyback, or at least go in a Roach without Winter's Curse being a problem.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Just a simple pick off, transition that into Roche. Wyvern is kind of the biggest threat to split up the fight. Shards.
He's on top, grabs the Aegis. Gonna try and chase, see what they can get. Cat U on the run. Snowball going over to Erica. MS gets hit by the power shot, so Snowball will hit the Troll as well as the Walrus Punch, but only extending the inevitable as he loses his life once again, dead for the 5th time this game. Look like they want to fight. At least fainting their positioning. They got 4 heroes here. BKB's pop by Erica goes after MS. First hit Root in some trouble, forced to use the time lapse early on in engagement. Back away from this one. So Ori, who is a little early on getting the shard,
Middle tower is under attack.
has so much gold, he goes to the BKB first.
Sometimes shards can be like a debate, but I think he actually bought the shards. I think he actually did. Yeah, it's Mithril Hammer and the shard. On certain heroes, like this is my point, where yeah, it feels good, but like BKB is always going to be a BKB. Yule Scepter, Ghost Scepter, in certain situations you're going to get so much more value out of it.
Again, Meteor Hammer, the Snowball, it's there for the save. But is it enough to get him out? He's going to Astral Step as well as use that Aether Remnant to lock down PYW, but Old 11 right up on him. Shaco doesn't connect anywhere.
Lasso in 3. Like he's going in. Young 11, Blink Dagger canceled for 3 seconds.
He did go back for the shard on the TA. Finally hits that 20-minute mark, becomes available, picks it up.
Are fortified.
Thought he might finish the BKB
Dire's
first.
top tower is under attack.
But I like the silence. This
Radiant's
shard
middle
is
tower is under attack.
really good, it seems. Especially, you know, your team doesn't really have a silence to work with. Now you've got one.
Yeah,
3
you have
second silence.
Long duration, like long cooldown ability. Lasso, and you have a Shackle.
Ooh,
There's the
good
lasso.
play there from Old 11. Uses the Flame Break, bounces him closer, has the lasso. Irving dead to rights. And then back over towards mid. Snowball, Walrus Punch, going for the Troll, pops the BKB, has the ulti available, will just run for the moment.
Next time, be quick.
Yasha, BKB, Basher going into the Abyssal Blade.
DY, this is the second time he's using a cell that he bought with his own gold. Pay attention, this is not a shovel. And using it on Troll, like you want to keep that item all the time whenever you're playing Oracle to get the maximum value out of the False Promise. Let's see if he decides to bring another one.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I heard that on one of the broadcasts once. Always be holding a salve on Oracle.
And there it is. Just buys another one. Has 1,500 gold saved up. So could
Blink
possibly be... Nah, could be a Blink. Could be a Glimmer Cape. I think you get a lot of value from Glimmer.
TA finishing that BKB. And now it's on to a Daedalus.
Straight up damage. Like, she goes in, just rips apart. Once she finishes that up, like, can easily two-shot Winter Wyvern. Wyvern also trying to get some farm, even though she is a position 5 in this game. Oh, let's see that Silence.
Trap comes in, Silence is on, nowhere to jump.
Tower is under attack.
Finally, Dissimulate, getting some distance. Silence is up Erica. Winter's Curse again used defensively.
Told you, there is some beef. From the pub game, Old 11 must have done something.
Dire's
I'll take a
top
look at
tower
match history
is
after
under
this one.
attack.
Sounds good. Let me know. Imagine you check it and there's like a 0% win rate when they play together. So
Gotta get
TA pushing the high ground with that Deso. Still 30 seconds left on Aegis.
Let's see if LBZS jump on the timing of Aegis, if they've got it timed right. Aether Remnant hits on the behind hero of PYW. They go for the Walrus Punch, but there's the False Promise. That's going to save the save the Windrunner. They go for Cat U. Again, the Cold Embrace comes in, but it's not going to keep Cat U alive. Dominating for Erica. Ori getting low. They find Irving. Fortune's End with the Shackle. They'll take it a second. They both buy back. They go after Erica and finish him. Now, their eyes are on the TA. Flamebreak hits
5
both
seconds.
the Tusk as well as the Weaver, but is it going to be enough? Finally take out the Aegis, but it was about to expire. Might have been better worth waiting as they go towards the back lines, look for DY. He doesn't have False Promise anyway, but he ends up dying. Meteor Hammer coming through. No, he's going to blink away and try to escape as Old 11 takes out Jiaofu. Now with the TP, does he get out? The Aether Remnant's there, stops the TP away, and takes out PYW.
Let's see. Silence on Weaver. Yeah, Lincoln Sphere's not going to save you from that.
He's got the damage.
Oh, man, what a play from Ori.
Ori just playing with his food, and now Old 11 drop to the Void Spirit. Ori thinking about it.
They also lost the gem. Like, Batrider was holding a gem there, but yeah, sick play from Ori there. They extended a bit. You know, they were waiting for that Roshan timer. Did not want to hit the Templar Assassin, allow her to regen up. She also used the BKB while holding the Aegis, something that we usually don't see, and the reason why they fell back and tried to defend her.
The silence is deadly from these traps. Down 16,000 net worth. You've got...
We've seen bigger comebacks.
Yeah. Already today. That being said, Vici have taken the mid-tier 3. That was something that LBZS in the last game had failed to do. Trying to take the outpost. Cat U now on the run from the Troll. Shackle comes in. It's PYW, so it's landing every time.
You hit hard.
Taking the Tusk. Get themselves another one.
Still a long way until he gets that Blink Dagger. Wyvern getting some farm. Shackle does not connect, but yeah, Wyvern can scale, even as position 5, where you get like 50 damage talent, possibly get that Orchid, works really well with your Renter's Curse,
Lasso,
but you know, that's not going to save you if you're positioned badly.
Cold Embrace trying to stay alive, but the power shot is in from PYW to swipe that one. This is a pickoff that
PYW,
right by the base.
That stands for Power Shot U Wyvern, I believe.
Radiant's
So
middle
more than one
barracks are
beef
under attack.
is what you're saying.
Dire's
Yeah,
top
because
tower
PYW has named himself specifically
Dire's
against this
structures
Winter
are
Wyvern.
fortified.
Seems like an easy Raxus.
Radiant's middle
LBZS does not
barracks
want
is
to
fallen.
contest this. They just get the melee
Radiant's
ones
middle
and
barracks are under
get the hell
attack.
out. Roche, let's see the respawn timer. Might respawn in 5 seconds.
Vanished, but not gone.
Minute 44. So DY did end up picking up that blink. I don't have vision of the Void Spirit right under the nose of DY. Doesn't want to give up that he's right here with this gem. Xiaofu coming over, as is Tusk. But there's nobody to go on at this point. You've got Erica now with the Abyssal finished off. The farm is out of control for the side of Vici. I will say though, MS, he's not too far behind.
Yeah, MS is doing okay.
Radiant are scanning.
It's still
Dire's
not enough
bottom
damage
tower is under
until
attack.
he gets that MKB. Yeah, like Lincoln's is a very costly item.
Smoke.
Kind of must have here against the Shackle and the Lasso. Smoke holding the high ground.
Right nearby, Lincoln's pop, Shackle hits, they've got the Lasso, they get the kill on MS. The rest of the team was on the high ground on the opposite side of the mid lane and not there to help. Vici knocking on the door bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Looking
under attack.
primed and ready to go. No trouble going to the high ground, 50 seconds without the Weaver.
No buyback invested in MKB recipe. So this feels like it's gonna be, I'm not gonna say a free set of Raxus, but still, okay, they decide not to go for it. Yeah, because the big man has respawned and they have vision of it. Oracle was keeping Courier inside the pit, so they're like, yeah, we're just gonna play it safe, go into Roche pit, get the cheese and Aegis, and then pressure the high ground once again.
So Erica starts it off. They've got the Meteor Hammer coming in from PYW. Ori hits away. Everybody here for Vici ready to go on this Roche. They're coming over on LBCS. It's just not quick enough. They're without the Weaver too, so taking this fight 4v5, ill-advised, if anything.
Troll holding on to cheese. TA with the Aegis. Like, yeah, you want your Troll to hold the cheese. I don't think he can be bursted. 2000 HP, especially with Oracle sitting behind him with the Blink Dagger to close the gap. Full Daedalus, 1 TA on top of that.
Hey, where'd I go?
Ori just holding on to a net worth lead over the Troll.
What can I say? Nature
Radiant's
loves
Going
top tower
Swift
is
Blink
under attack.
next.
This might be it. Like, LBZS, they lose a fight. It's game for them.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Orb of Destruction, Quickening Charm dropping. Things that don't look like they're going to help that much. They've got the Meteor Hammer as well as the last, so they get the kill on MS once again. This time he's got buyback, but he has died once more away from his team. There's the Orchid for the Winter Wyvern, just too little too late. Down. 24,000 net worth, but again, game's not over just yet. Xiaofu, though, this life.
What did I say 10 minutes ago, B-Cup? Like, once Templar Assassin gets Daedalus, Wyvern will get two-shotted, and it's exactly what happens. No buyback, just bought that Orchid. Not too much value out of it.
Is under attack.
So they go for the tier
Radiant's
3,
bottom tower has fallen.
and they are going to look to
Radiant's
finish the
bottom
game.
barracks are under attack.
There's not much to defend with. Weaver's holding buyback. Winter Wyvern still dead for 10 more seconds.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
I
See if
mean,
they can
maybe
get
the
anything
mentality
Radiant's
is
middle
stay
barracks
in the
is
game.
falling.
Vici Gaming pulled off big comeback in the previous one. Let's hope something similar can happen in this one, but you need to click the buttons
Radiant's top
instead of
tower
sitting in a
is falling.
fountain.
I'm surprised Weaver held the buyback all the way through. When are they going to try and fight? They'll go with the Walrus Punch, but there's the Abyssal Blade used onto Cat U. They throw Shackle over the Winter Wyvern, and they get the Throne of the Tusk. He'll buy back immediately. Now the Silence coming through onto the TA. Do they have the damage to get this kill?
Oh, the Lotus Orb
The Lotus
Snowball.
Snowball to save him, but it won't save him for long. He's low on a minuscule amount of health, finally popping that Aegis. They get the kill onto Irving. They'll take out the Night Stalker, and now they'll look to control up the TA. In a little bit deeper, the damage
Wow,
onto
900
MS. And there's the Winter's Curse, I believe, reflected again. Old 11 is on it with this Lotus Orb, and so is Vici. They will take game 2. They will sweep the series and finish off LBCS.
Yeah, seemed pretty easy for Vici Gaming after making that huge comeback in the previous one. I think it really affected LBZS, how they're going to play this game. Like, you could feel them in their movement around the map, the way they drafted. I said it in the previous game, like, it was their game to lose. Somehow they managed to do it, and yeah, second game was very quick and easy execution coming out from Vici.
Yeah, Vici doing a very good job. Really holding on to this one. We didn't see anything from LB like LBZS did in game 1. Vici here, they just went to the high ground. They had everything going, and I guess, you know, that's the difference in experience.
Yeah.
But to break it down a little bit more, we'll send it over to the panel. Back to you, Nomad and Lizard and Black.